welcome to the Mayor's Community Awards 2021 for Cork County. These awards were delivered to acknowledge those who work on a voluntary basis to help others, to recognise publicly the volunteers and communities who work together across Cork County. This is the 8th year of these awards, and we'll find out later who will win across the various categories. The Mayor of the County of Cork, Councillor Mary Linehan Foley, will present 11 awards, including 3 from each division of the county, from South Cork, North Cork and West Cork. There will be 1 overall community and voluntary group award and 1 overall individual award from within these 9 divisional recipients. So, without further delay, I would like to welcome the Mayor of the County of Cork, Councillor Mary Linehan Foley.
Good evening. It is a privilege to welcome you to this very special ceremony for the 8th Annual Mayor's Awards. This ceremony holds a special place on the calendar of the Cork County community. It gives us all the chance to show our appreciation for the hard work and compassion that goes into strengthening our communities and inspiring one another to succeed. This evening, we will celebrate individuals and community groups whose contributions have enhanced community life in the county. Whether through their personal achievements or their work in supporting others, all of our nominees have made their towns, villages and county proud. 2020 saw a dramatic change affect life in Cork. Everyday life was disrupted in every way, and the virtues of community spirit, resilience and compassion took on a new importance. These are the virtues that have defined these awards year on year, and indeed define community life in County Cork. By staying true to them, the people of our county have risen to the recent challenges and supported one another heroically. These virtues were also at the heart of unprecedented level of collaboration between Cork County Council and community groups and activists county-wide this year. This was notable in the Council's COVID-19 Community Response Programme, thanks to the dedicated work of countless voluntary groups, statutory and community organisations. These networks made significant positive impact for individuals, families, businesses and communities county-wide during our greatest time of need. Our ability to collaborate in support of our community should be a great source of pride and hope for all the people of Cork. I wish all the nominees the best of success this evening and throughout the months and years ahead. To be nominated is a reflection of your efforts, and I hope you know how much we appreciate that. The main message that I wish to impart is that we are all heroes. By following public health advice and supporting one another over the past year, each of us have supported those on the front line of our response to the pandemic. Each of us have worked together, though apart, to save lives in our community. I wish to thank all of you. Although I have not been able to visit as many communities as I would have wished as Mayor, and on behalf of Cork County Council, supporting you has been the greatest privilege.
Thank you, Mayor. So let's begin our awards with South Cork. The individual nominees for South Cork are Rob O'Brien, nominated by Councillor Alan O'Connor. Rob was diagnosed with a brain tumour in early 2000 and underwent surgery to have it successfully removed. However, as a consequence, Rob was left deaf on his left side and his vision on that side was also impaired. Rob never trained for a marathon but undertook many since 2002 for various charities, raising so much money for much needed organisations. He intends to retire after his next marathon. Paul Byrne, nominated by Councillor Seamus McGrath. Paul came up with the idea for an online talent show during the first lockdown, hosted on the Passage West discussion group Past and Present. He organised fantastic prizes and celeb messages and raised over €11,000 for Marymount Hospice. He also came up with the idea of the Winter Wonderland Market for Passage West, both giving the area a much-needed boost. Aisling Claffey, nominated by Councillor Audrey Buckley and Councillor Ben Dalton O'Sullivan. Since the first lockdown, Aisling has moved her Ladybirds 5 to 7-year-old meetings online and continues to meet the girls online every week, providing wellness, health and fitness and educational sessions with the girls, leaving them looking forward to the next meetings.
My name's Aisling Claffey. I'm a member of Irish Girl Guides. I work as a unit leader in Carrigaline. I'm District Commissioner for the Carrigaline and Crosshaven District, and I'm also Assistant International Commissioner. I've been a member of Irish Girl Guides for the past 17 years and a leader for the past 10. Locally, I run weekly meetings in Carrigaline for the Ladybirds Guides and Senior Branch. As you can imagine, over the last year, things have really changed. So now instead of meeting face-to-face, we meet online. Online meetings are of course different to face-to-face meetings, so we've had to adapt to this. The work I do benefits the community in many different ways. In particular, over the last year, we have all been affected, including the children. So it was really important for us to keep a routine in place by carrying on these weekly meetings. We also chose to cover topics such as mindfulness because this is really important for everyone, especially at this time. One of the most rewarding parts is seeing a screen full of happy kids' faces every Tuesday night. Their positivity, their motivation, and getting the feedback from the parents as well really is great and really is rewarding.
Now to the group nominees in South Cork. Carrigaline COVID-19 Response Team, nominated by Councillor Liam O'Connor. Established in March last year, a number of groups have come together to work with local supermarkets and businesses to look after the needs of the most vulnerable in the area. In the first month alone, over 130 calls were answered and replied to.
Hi, my name is Paul Harrington. I'm a member of COVID-19 Response Team in Carrigaline. We're a group of 3 individual clubs that came together when the pandemic first struck our community. It's made up of Carrigaline Community First Responders, Carrigaline Lions Club and Carrigaline Scouts 55th Cork Unit. As a result of the COVID-19, a lot of people were isolated in their homes. We as a group were aware that there might be a lot of help required out there within our community for doing weekly shoppings and medication runs. Our coordinator, Geraldine McCarthy, was the backbone of our group, and our husband, Richard, they manned the phones and the email receiving requests for shopping and medications. Geraldine also kept regular contact with everyone who availed of our service just to make sure they were okay, and a wellness check that they weren't alone, that there was someone there at the end of the phone. We're all heartbroken that Geraldine passed away before Christmas, and she will be very much missed by all involved in the group. It's a sense of pride to be involved in a group like COVID-19 Responders, and this group, as I say, 3 separate groups that just came together and worked as one to form this vital service in this time that we find ourselves in.
Cove Red Cross, nominated by Councillor Sinead Shepherd. This group has been very active in helping the vulnerable in Cove, especially of late during the pandemic, and bringing people to hospital appointments. They also brought virtual first aid to the public and camps for children during lockdown. Ballinhassig Parish Group, nominated by Councillor Ben Dalton O'Sullivan. Since COVID-19, they have provided essential outreach service for many at risk of isolation and loneliness. They brought Mass online and sent Thinking of You cards and Christmas cards to the members of the Active Retirement Group. Ahabolog GAA, Marathon Committee, nominated by Councillor Eileen Lynch. Barrathon was a fundraising idea for a very special boy, Barra Buckley, who was diagnosed with a rare childhood cancer, neuroblastoma. The committee hoped to raise €5,000, but in the end, raised over €93,000, with many celebs sending messages of support. Sadly, Barra lost his brave fight on the 30th of December 2020, but will always remain a cherished member of the Mid-Cork community. Harper's Island Steering Group, nominated by Councillor Anthony Barry. This was set up as an informal pressure group to convert a lost 70-acre area between the N25 and the Cove to Middleton railway line. Since then, a bird hide was built with an outdoor classroom area. Over €2,500 was donated by the community to the Harper's Island Wetlands Project.
Hello, my name is Gary Tomlins. I'm the chairman of Glanthorne's Men's Shed. Why am I here? I'm here to promote Harper's Island. This is a joint project that we've undertaken with Cork County Council, with the local Tidy Towns group, with the local community group, with Birdwatch Ireland, to develop the Harper's Island area. The benefit of this is that what we've done is that we've developed for our local community, we have developed a superb circular walk facility that is safe, that's getting huge use during this COVID lockdown, because we're within the 5 kilometers and we're probably having upwards of 150, 200 people a day walk around the facility. The benefit for the community has been superb, because certainly in the men's shed, the average age there is about 70. And the guys have got tremendous kudos and tremendous good feelings out of delivering. The same is true of the Birdwatch Ireland people in Cork. They have a national facility under their wing now, so to speak. That works very well for them. So probably the biggest deliverable, I think, has been a high degree of trust between Cork County Council and the local community, and the ability to be able to work together.
These are the nominees from South Cork, and here is Mayor of the County of Cork, Councillor Mary Linehan Foley, to announce the winners.
My first award this evening is the Cork County Mayor's Individual Award for South Cork, which goes to Aisling Claffey. Congratulations, Aisling. The Group Award for South Cork goes to Harper's Island Wetlands Steering Group. Well done to all involved. And the final award for South Cork for 2021 goes to Paul Byrne. Congratulations, Paul.
Thank you, Mayor, and congratulations to each of our very worthy winners in South Cork. I would now like to welcome Councillor John Paul O'Shea, Chair of Cork County Council's Social Inclusion and Community Strategic Policy Committee.
Good evening to you all, and I hope you're all having an enjoyable evening thus far at the County Mayor's Community Awards 2021. My own name is Councillor John Paul O'Shea, and I'm Chairperson of the Social Inclusion, Community and Rural Development Strategic Policy Committee of Cork County Council. That committee is made up of a number of public representatives, members of the Public Participation Network and other statutory agencies right across Cork County who all have knowledge and experience in social inclusion, community and rural development activities. One of the policies created from this SPC was the County Mayor's Community Awards. The awards, as has previously been mentioned by the Mayor, has established itself as an annual event in our calendar here in Cork County Council. Evenings like this evening, where we in Cork County Council can take time to acknowledge and commend the hard work, dedication and volunteerism of people in our community in our beautiful county of Cork is indeed a very special one for me. This year is obviously very different as we collectively deal with the global pandemic that is COVID-19. Yet again, the standard of our communities continues to strengthen year on year. The level of community participation in Cork County is now at an all-time high, and I want to take this opportunity to thank you and to all your individual communities for making time during your busy lives to get involved within your community. The level of cooperation and assistance communities give to Cork County Council, and indeed Cork County Council gives back to our communities, is vital for the continued development of our county. The partnership or the joint approach that is evident here this evening has a significant benefit in the overall achievement of having an active and socially inclusive community. I would also like to acknowledge the other community development organisations in our county who play a partnership role in the continued development of our communities. I will finish off by saying a quick word of thanks to the members of the Social Inclusion, Community and Rural Development SPC for their work and dedication in developing the policy for these awards and for reviewing them on an annual basis, and for all the other work they do during their committee work. It is very much indeed appreciated. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and remember, this evening you are all winners in your own right. It's an achievement in itself to be nominated for such an award. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Gurmir Mahbub.
Thank you, Councillor O'Shea. And now to the north, and first to the individual nominees in North Cork. Mary Manning, nominated by Councillor Tony O'Shea. Mary, a lifetime resident of Dromahane, was active in the community from a young age. She's involved with the Development Association, which includes working with the Residents Association, Community Hall, Tidy Towns, and so much more. She is also very supportive of the community park in Dromahane.
Hi, my name is Mary Manning. I am chairperson for the Dromahane Community Park Group. Our group was established in 2013 when we were given a greenfield site from Cork County Council to develop amenities in the area. I suppose it's been a long-term project really, with over 25 years championing this to try and get it off the ground as such before we got the site. To date, we have established a playground and a walkway for our community. It really has become the hub of the community as such, and all members and all subcommittees or other associations have been actively involved in it, including Dromahane Development Association, the Roadrunners Clubs and local businesses as well. We've been very fortunate that we have a very good community here who work together. We got our walkway opened just before the second lockdown, and really that has been the life and soul of our village to date. You see lots of people walking down there, and it has really been very important for everybody, young and old, just for some place to take a break and to get out and walk about as such.
Nicholas Roach, nominated by Councillor Frank O'Flynn and Councillor William O'Leary. Nicholas is the go-to person for Killavullen. He is a great to the older members of the community, and he is also active in ensuring Killavullen looks its best, maintaining many areas of the village, including the community hall. And now to the North Cork group nominees. Mallow Arts Collective, nominated by Councillor Gerard Murphy. This group organises the annual Mallow Arts Festival, which brings many different art forms to a wider audience. The festival has grown and is now popular across Munster. It also saw the re-establishment of the Mallow Over 60s talent competition.
Hello, my name is Ty Curtis, and I'm the chairperson of a group called Mallow Arts Collective. And what we do basically is that we coordinate and organise arts activities here in the town of Mallow and in the greater North Cork area. We've been active now for the last 4 to 5 years as such, and we became a group as such when Cork County Council announced that they were going to convert Mallow Town Hall into an arts centre. We said, well, we need to have a lively arts centre, we need to have a lively arts scene, which will create a demand for the centre to make sure that it succeeds. So we set about organising musicians, actors, writers, poets into a group as such. Our work has been very rewarding in that it has promoted and introduced the arts on a much greater scale to the people of Mallow. We organise arts events for those from under 5s to senior citizens. We involve all the community as such, from that grouping to people in care homes, to people involved in direct provision centres, etc. And our arts activities range from all different types of musics to theatre, literature, heritage events as such.
Cork Nature Reserve, nominated by Councillor William O'Leary. This was established by the concern of the Rathcormac Game and Wildlife Club in response to the loss of wildlife in the area. It opened in 2019 with biodiversity at its centre. A key achievement was the reintroduction of the almost extinct native grey partridge bird.
Hello, I'm Billy Finnegan and I'm chairman of the Rathcormac Game and Wildlife Club. I have overseen, along with the Nature Reserve Committee, the development and the opening to the public of Cork Nature Reserve. Cork Nature Reserve is open to the public all year round, free of charge. It was opened in September of 2019. Schools and scout groups are most welcome to come there, and we can organise guided tours if we're available ourselves. Camera clubs find it a great place to take a lot of photographs of nature and birds and butterflies and of plants growing. It is a great safe place for families to be at one with nature and feed the ducks and have picnics. It's very rewarding to be there on a fine day and to see the families coming with small children and enjoying themselves, feeding the ducks, playing and running around. We have an area there where you have named trees. They're trying to find their own trees and having fun. Hopefully we'll be able to continue into the future and provide this beautiful, tranquil spot at the foot of Corn Mountain. Thank you very much.
Mallow Arts and Crafts Markets, nominated by Councillor Tony O'Shea. When Cork County Council launched A Real Cork Christmas, 2 pop-up shops were launched in Mallow, allowing local artists and craft workers to showcase their work. They could then sell their products at the event. So they are the nominees in North Cork, and here is Mayor Linehan Foley to announce the winners.
The Cork County Mayor's Individual Award for North Cork goes to Mary Manning. Congratulations, Mary. And this year's Group Award for North Cork goes to Cork Nature Reserve. Well done. And the final award for North Cork goes to Nicholas Roach. Congratulations, Nicholas.
Congratulations to our North Cork awardees. And now we welcome Mr. Gavin Falk from the Cork County Public Participation Network.
I am one of the 22 elected members of the community-based PPN, the Public Participation Network, and we're all really excited to have been asked to assist with the Mayor's annual awards event. The standard of achievement this year of all the nominations has been really impressive, and it has been very difficult indeed to decide various winners. Every contender has to be extremely proud of their efforts. Cork is the largest county in the country, and these nominations also prove that Cork has the most caring communities in Ireland. The amount of work behind these different nominations is considerable, particularly bearing in mind all the extra problems generated by the pandemic. However, one good thing from this COVID virus is that it has re-emphasized how very important local voluntary effort is to society's overall benefit. Repeated thanks to all participants and their backup teams for their efforts. Congratulations, you are all winners.
Thank you, Mr. Falk. We now head to West Cork for the Mayor's Community Awards for 2021. And first up are the individual nominees. Darren Kelly, nominated by Councillor Deirdre Kelly. Darren is a physiotherapist who is closely associated with the local GAA club, including junior and ladies football teams. Darren created a number of charity events during the pandemic and raised over €12,000 for Pieta House, the local hospital in Dunmanway, and assisting with Meals on Wheels. Donal McCarthy, nominated by Councillor John O'Sullivan. Donal has been Secretary of Clonakilty Agricultural Show Society for 30 years. He has mentored and worked with many community leaders. He opened the industrial hall for teenage discos and spearheaded the Create a Safe Walk for the community of Clon within the showgrounds.
Hello, my name is Donal McCarthy and I'm Secretary of Clonakilty Agricultural Show. I've been Secretary for Clonakilty Show for the last 30 years and have organised 28 shows, various fundraising events, set up the Boiler Room, now called the Hideout, and is a teenage nightclub for young people to socialise and mix without the pressure to experiment in drink or drugs. So I have a great team of people behind me. My own family first go off, who supported me all the way. Our kitchen table was covered with paper for about a month before the show. The committee itself were brilliant. They took on new ideas. They're very innovative. They came along and supported the park run, setting up the Boiler Room, the Hideout, everything. Great to take on new challenges. They're very like-minded people like myself who, when given an idea or something, they went forward with it and took it on board. Now, sometimes we'll be able to work in a charity event into this. We had pig racing and we took the bets went for charity. We had a donkey derby last show. Again, the bets went for charity, local charity.
Niamh O'Connell, nominated by Councillor Marie O'Sullivan. Niamh founded the Kinsale COVID volunteer group in order to deliver care packs for those cocooning, using €10,000 from her GoFundMe campaign. They deliver hot meals, pick up medical appointments and deliver shopping to the Kinsale area. Deirdre Fitzgerald, nominated by Councillor Danny Collins. Deirdre is chair of Bantry Project Group, which works to revitalise the area and works with many groups such as businesses and tidy towns. Deirdre has also been involved in the renewal of a number of areas in Bantry.
Hi, my name is Deirdre Fitzgerald and I'm chairperson of Bantry Project Group. Bantry Project Group was established in 2017 to bring together some of the key stakeholder groups in Bantry Town to work collectively for the enhancement and improvement of Bantry Town. The group consists of Bantry Business Association, Bantry Chamber, Bantry Tidy Towns, Bantry Development and Tourism, West Cork Development Partnership. We meet with our local Cork County Council representatives, Danny Collins and Patrick Murphy, and liaise then as well with Ruth O'Brien, our Senior Executive Engineer. We review projects for the town and we work together collectively in trying to source funding to progress the town. And to date, we've been very, very successful since establishment. How this benefits our community, it gives a sense of hope, especially I suppose with the year that's been in it. People have seen items being completed before the COVID lockdown, and hopefully now when everything kicks back into gear, there'll be a real pickup with new projects being finished in the area as well.
And to the group nominations now for West Cork and Skibbereen Geriatric Society Meals on Wheels service, nominated by Councillor Karen Coakley. Since the Luncheon Club was cancelled, the Meals on Wheels service has extended to those who would have attended the club. Prescriptions and messages can be picked up and delivered with the meal. The Meals on Wheels has extended to 6 days per week and delivering to a wider area of Skibbereen, as far as Baltimore and Rosscarbery. The club is involved in the Skibbereen Community Alert also.
Hi, I'm Anya Linehan from Skibbereen Geriatric Society. Due to COVID-19, our luncheon club, which normally provides day services for 50 older adults a day, has had to close. So we have solely moved on for Meals on Wheels service within the building. We previously would have operated 4 days a week, ranging from 25 to 30 meals. We now operate 6 days a week and anywhere in the region of 80 to 100 meals per day. We have increased our area dramatically that has been covered. We now cover Castlehaven, Cora, Linehan, Baltimore, Skibbereen Town, and the surrounding area. We have been very lucky with our volunteer drivers, have been outstanding throughout this pandemic. They have delivered safely to individuals' houses their meals, any groceries they need, any medication they need dropped, newspapers, fill the gap with. We're so lucky. We've had amazing staff here that have worked every day for the entire lockdown. We have been very fortunate. There's been volunteers who've shopped, prepared, done grocery shopping for clients. The Lions Club came on board with extra drivers for us. So it really has been a great community effort for everyone involved here.
Fastnet Trails, nominated by Councillor Ross O'Connell. The trail started in 2015 with loop walks in Kilcoe and Linehan, and soon were connected to Ballydehob and Schull. The trail extended again in recent years, with 4 linear walks now connecting Kilcoe to Goleen, with further planned expansion for the future.
My name is Eugene McSweeney. I am secretary of a group called the Fastnet Trails Committee. Our aim is to develop, manage and maintain walk trails in the Mizen Peninsula. We've been active since about 2013. We opened our first walks at the eastern side of the peninsula in 2015, and from there we moved west under the brand name Fastnet Trails, moved west to Schull and then to Goleen. We now have 150 kilometres of route and about 20 trails, individual trails. The benefit to the community, I would say, of our efforts is twofold. First of all, there's the positive economic spin-off. Trails cost money to put in place, so that money is spent locally. But then you have the experiential tourism, the walks tourism, if you like. People like to get their boots dirty, so to speak. But as well as the health benefit for the locals, there is also an educational benefit, because our walks are along areas which are of very important historical and heritage interests, things like the Omani castles, the old copper mines. And we put up information boards along the way, and so there's an educational value as well. And our committee, I think as well, has facilitated various groups in the peninsula to cooperate for the greater good of the peninsula. Thank you all very much.
Dunmanway Community Meals, nominated by Councillor Declan Hurley. The group had to change the way they operate in 2020 due to COVID, but they adapted and new drivers were hired, as many existing drivers were over 60 and at risk. They prepare and deliver around 200 meals per week to a large rural area. Bantry Tidy Towns Painting Group, nominated by Councillor Danny Collins. The group volunteered to repaint houses on Merino Street last year and other areas of Bantry. They link in with other organisations such as Youth Reach, and their ongoing work has truly enhanced the appearance of the town.
Hi, my name is Magella McCarthy and I'm part of the Bantry Tidy Towns Painting Group. We're a dynamic, enthusiastic core group of 4, Deirdre Fitzgerald, Debbie Delaney, Annette O'Sullivan and myself. We volunteer our time and energy to enhance our community, as we're very proud of our town. And if projects need extra hands, they're always available there for us. In a nutshell, we paint. We try to transform the look of an area by adding vibrant colours, upgrading unsightly areas. By adding some vibrant colour, you can create such energy and positive feeling. Every volunteer in Bantry Tidy Towns is part of this nomination, from litter picking to planting flower beds to general maintenance to painting to our very active committee. Every person involved in Bantry Tidy Towns is there because they have a love of their town and they're very proud of their town. Our painting work and all the Tidy Town work that is completed is for the benefit of our locals and visitors. It's about appreciating what we have in the town. What is volunteering? It's giving it your best shot. It's about getting involved. It's one of the best things you can ever do. It has a feel-good factor, and by God, do we need feel-good factors now.
They are the nominees in West Cork. I will now hand you over to the Mayor of Cork County, Mary Linehan Foley, to reveal the winners.
The Cork County Mayor's Individual Award for West Cork goes to Donal McCarthy. Congratulations, Donal. The Group Award for West Cork goes to Skibbereen Geriatric Society Meals on Wheels Service. Congratulations to those. And the final award for West Cork this evening goes to Fastnet Trails. Congratulations.
Well done to the West Cork awardees. I would now like to introduce Tim Lucy, Chief Executive of Cork County Council.
First of all, it's community that makes a place, there's no doubt about that, and this is evident year on year at the Mayor's Community and Voluntary Awards. But this year is even more special. Community is at the very heart of Cork County Council, and we are wholly committed to delivering the very highest standards of service to our communities. But unprecedented times required unprecedented measures, and this year we as a council have had to be even more agile, more creative and more ambitious, I suppose, in the delivering for our communities. I suppose just to highlight a number of things during the year, first of all, we had our community response programme, which has been of significant value to those who are most vulnerable, most in need out there. That was built through bringing together 27 local community and voluntary agencies and state agencies. And as part of that, through our community response helpline, we've handled over 7,000 calls to people who are in need. And through that dedicated helpline, those issues that we dealt with were things like such as medication collection, such as referral to other key supports, such as simply being an ear for somebody who had a difficulty, and we were able to pass them on to other agencies who are more expert than us in dealing with the core loneliness of, in particular, our elderly population out there during the last 12 months. One of the major successes, I think, during the year was the Council's housebound book and delivery services. That was a new initiative, and it has facilitated the transmission and the delivery of literally thousands of books and material to many of you, I'm sure, but to a whole range of people as well to whom you support, that you give support to during the year. Clearly, with our libraries closed, clearly the online service offering was of significant value as well. Clearly as well, look, commerce and community are inextricably linked, and we have been a key supporter of the reactivation of towns and villages last year during COVID-19, and again, whenever we move from level 5 to level 4 to level 3 during this next period, and as the vaccination programme has its positive impacts, we will again play our part to work with businesses, to work with communities, to work on another probably third or fourth phase of what we call Project Act. Project Act at its outset led us to work with you and with businesses locally and with all of our citizens to try and reimagine open spaces, put in place pop-up parks, put in place pop-up seating areas, reorganise traffic movements in town, and generally to try and make our villages and our towns a little bit safer for the purpose of enabling movement of people during COVID-19. That was highly successful, and that moved on to us later in the year, launching a real Cork Christmas, which again was highly effective in terms of again activating communities and activating businesses on the ground to celebrate in whatever way we could at that particular point in time what it meant to be Cork and what it meant to be community. Again, going back to the current vaccination programme, I certainly see us in a leading role in that as we move forward. We are planning to work very closely with the HSE in terms of supporting their vaccination programme, in terms of supporting the staffing of those, in terms of supporting even the transport and mobilisation of people, where we will become a coordinator of agencies and voluntary bodies, again, through our Community Response Forum. I couldn't do this without a very significant input from our staff and our elected members, and I suppose the success of the last year, regardless of the fact that there were an awful lot of downtimes and sad times during it, probably is a success of Cork County Council's work over many, many years with communities, where there was a high level of trust and a high level of interaction, which led to us being able to have our staff and our elected members respond in the manner in which they did, and we look forward to continuing to do so into 2021 and beyond thereafter. These are only a sample of the various projects which have been rolled out over the last 12 months. It's the first time in the Council's history that activity of this scale has been focused directly on our towns and villages and their communities. Our staff have worked and will continue to work in conjunction with our elected members and directly with you as we weather this storm. We started this together and we will finish it together. It only leaves me to say congratulations to you all, and I look forward to continuing to work with you as we prepare for life after COVID-19.
Thank you, Tim. Enormous congratulations to all of the Divisional Award winners. You have done your county proud. I would also like to acknowledge the elected members of Cork County Council who nominated all this evening's community and voluntary groups and individuals. Now to reveal the winners of the overall individual and group awards for 2021. And here is our Mayor, Councillor Mary Linehan Foley.
And I'm delighted to present the Cork County Mayor's Overall Individual Award for 2021 to Mary Manning. Congratulations, Mary. For our final award this evening, it is an honour to announce the overall group award winner for 2021, and it's Harper's Island Wetland Steering Group. Congratulations and well done. As Mayor of the County of Cork, and on behalf of the Cork County community, I congratulate all the nominees and I extend my deepest thanks. You are each a beacon of hope and inspiration for your communities. I look forward to your continued success and to a time, not far from now, where we can meet in person to celebrate your great achievements.
Well done to everyone who took part in the Mayor's Community Awards in what has been an extraordinary year. Congratulations to all the divisional winners and the overall winners, and well done to all our community workers right across Cork County who did great work, especially across last year. I'm John Paul McNamara. Stay safe and thanks for watching.